Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra. With me is Shail Bhatnagar. What a day has it turned out to be, a historic one on the D Street. Not just 22,800 on the Nifty for the very first time. We've also seen 22,900 on a day like today. 300 points of a rally on the Nifty. The Nifty Bank is up by nearly 2%. Stupendous 870 points kind of a move on the Nifty Bank. And all those laggards are taking the front row. ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, HDFC Bank are the biggest contributors to this nifty run-up. Across the board, all the sectors barring say a metals and a pharma, rest of the sectors and say an FMCG, some losses right there, but rest of the sectors there is a blowout performance all across. PSU banks, private banks, financial services rallying from the front row itself. Good afternoon, Shail.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Sakshi, I can gauge the enthusiasm in your voice, and at least the viewers of Business Today and Market Today in particular can't complain. Remember, we told them to tie their seat belts much in advance, saying that a record high is in the making, and now that the record high is in place, remember, as Sakshi pointed out, it's just not a record high, it's also changed a digit. So 22,800 is now 22,900. And Sakshi, one more point, I am just requesting you to tighten your seat belts further. This is a trending bull that has come back in. You will see 23,200, 23,100 very soon. Now, this is in the last 10 days, 9 days have been in the green, and the index has, appreciated the maximum since 1st of March when it rose 1.6%. So today's rally is still about 1.4 and we still have 1 hour to go. So this is likely to end at the day's high today, whatever that high might be, and then there'll be a digit change. Let's get the man of the hour, Sakshi, with us. And ladies and gentlemen, we've requested Mr. Gaurang Shah to come back again today. He's with us, and if you remember, yesterday he had said कि कोचीन शिपयार्ड अभी भी खरीद लो. Today it's the top gainer, up 18%. Gaurang, I genuinely have no words to thank you, but a very warm welcome and our deepest gratitude on behalf of our viewers for that a fantastic call that you gave not only yesterday, but you've been giving it for the last 3 months.
Thank you so much, Shail, for all those kind words. Feels good when you get appreciated, especially in stock market, because you all know you give recommendations of 10 stocks to a person, 9 stocks will give you 20-25%, and the one stock that will be in a negative single digit lower, that person will complain to you that your one stock has not given me return. So we are in a thankless business. We are in a thankless service oriented job. So I have accepted it long time back. Even my boss has done that. So it's nothing new to me, but feels really good and proud that advices have worked out well in favor of the investors, and it is the end investor who has tend to benefit in case he or she has listened to this advice. And thank you very much for having me once again on your show. It is always a pleasure to be with you and Sakshi, and good afternoon to all of you all. And first of all, compliments and best wishes for attaining 22,900. And I think as Pradhan Mantri ji said, ये तो सिर्फ शुरुआत है, पिक्चर अभी बाकी.
बिल्कुल. Let's get Sakshi into this conversation. Let's just address the 8,000 pound gorilla in the market, and then we'll take this conversation forward. Gaurang, Sakshi will repeat the phrase that you have said about Cochin Shipyard 3 months ago when the price post split was 750 rupees. Sakshi, yours, and I'm requesting the PCR to draw a very, very long-term chart of Cochin Shipyard.
Yeah. In fact, this was just, I think, in the middle of January when we had got Gaurang on our show, and this was just when the stock was hitting 750. The stock had split. It had rallied pretty sharply. We asked him, what should investors do now? He said it is a screaming buy. today as we look at it, it's 1838 rupees. No let up. 1 year rally 277%. Let's also draw year to date chart, and that will give us a better picture of how the stock has moved up. YTD basis from the time the stock turned split and till now, in that just interim period, we have seen just a one-way rally. So the PCR will just pull up that chart, 6-month chart. It's a 62% kind of move that has come, and I tell you, this is like at least 59% has come in right after Gaurangji said that statement. Next time, I think it was in April when we got Gaurang back on 23rd of April, and Gaurangji can go back and see, that day we had him again and we said अब तो 1300 के आसपास आ गया, अब क्या कर सकते हैं, 1250 था, अब तो बहुत ही आगे बढ़ गया है. And he said जो प्री स्प्लिट प्राइस था वो तो आएगा ही, उससे भी आगे जा सकता है. द सेकेंड टाइम ही यूज दैट फ्रेज वाज, डू नॉट वेस्ट एनी मोर टाइम एंड गेट योर सेल्व्स इन्वेस्टेड इन दीज डिफेंस स्टॉक्स बिकॉज दिस इज अ लॉन्ग टर्म स्टोरी. द थर्ड टाइम वी आस्क्ड हिम अगेन, दैट वाज एज just yesterday when I asked him again. I think it was around 1570 rupees odd, when the stock price had again rallied about 10%, 12% in an intraday basis, and he said for all those people who have the wisdom, they should start their SIPs right away in such stocks. So 3 times, not just once, he has brought that conviction, and today the stock is standing tall, 46% higher in just 1 month time period, and today on an intraday basis 12%. Gaurangji, congratulations to you, and thank you for giving our viewers with such conviction the kind of stocks that you've talked about, and that has definitely created wealth. I will ask you for the 4th time today, what next for Cochin Shipyard?
It's a yelling buy, even at 1840. And I hope my vocal cords tear out saying this on BTTV. And like I said, Sakshi, I know my shell is really excited about what I'm saying right now, but this is the conviction that one has to have if you really want to make money in the stock market. You can't get disheartened by missing out on opportunities, Sakshi. Stock market is all about opportunities and how much of gut you have to take that plunge and even then make money. This is the acid test for you, and my sense is that even now, yesterday I mentioned about 5 Pandavas, that in defense, if you have to look at any strong companies, these are the 5 companies, and all those 5 companies overnight have become flyers. All of them have got a turbocharged engine behind them, and they are flying away. So don't get in stock market you should never get disheartened. Point number 1. In stock market, you should never feel sorry about selling a stock and the stock running away, because there is no limit to the stock prices. You have to look your own appetite and how much of gains and percentage profit you want to make. Wish all the best to the other person who's buying the stock from you, and let him or her make money. But I think Cochin Shipyard, I was reading an article, to be very honest. I think there are going to be multiple numbers of orders which are going to come to Cochin Shipyard from the Indian Navy as far as the requirement for indigenous aircraft carriers are concerned. We've got, I think, 1 or 2 of them, if I'm not wrong. I hope Shell can correct me over there. And we need at least half a dozen of them, or maybe more. And the kind of capability and capacity that Cochin Shipyard has is humongous. It's one of the largest dry dock facility in this part of the Asian world. So my conviction is still there. See, it has gone up. It can correct undeniably. No, nobody can deny that, and nobody can stop that. But will that correction, or even at current level, is a buying opportunity? I would say definitely yes.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's quiz Gaurang on this one. Gaurang, our job not only is to highlight good quality stocks available relatively cheaply, but it is also to be the devil's advocate when it comes to discussing an investment thesis. Pardon my inquisitiveness and my consistent disbelief at the rally. I act on behalf of our viewers who don't have access to data as probably, definitely you and probably I have. I just wanted to ask, at about 4.5 times book, and the fact that the stock has doubled in less than 6 months, do you still feel confident as far as coaching is concerned from now on? Will this kind of momentum continue, or in the stock price, or will it sort of maybe chill out for a while and then move up further again? Paint us a picture for 2 years from now on coaching.
2 years from now, I think possibly you might see levels of 2,400, 2,500. This is my wishful thinking. Purely on based off the order book that we are talking about. Ship repair, Shell is a huge business for Cochin Shipyard. It is not only in ship building, it is also big time into ship repairs. And the kind of dry dock facility that I mentioned, one of the largest as far as this part of the Asian world is concerned. And plus, I think about a month back or maybe fortnight back, Cochin Shipyard actually signed a contract with one of the foreign companies for the repair of their vessels and also manufacturing new vessels as far as Cochin Shipyard is concerned. And my sense, and undeniably, I mean, anything that goes up like this, Shell, as far as our experiences are concerned with stock market, has to come down. I mean, that's sensible and that is acceptable also. So, any level, maybe about 1800, 1700 or 1650 or thereabouts on fallback of currency. You have a big event in terms of election outcome, and possibly a little bit of choppiness will be there in the next maybe about 10, 12 days till the time we see the results done and dusted on 4th of June. You will see choppiness and all that. So, but what I'm trying to say is, Shell, don't try to time the stock market or time the investment in which stock you want to invest. Commit yourself. Don't go and put all your money at one time. Be a wise investor. Be an informed investor, not a confused trader. This is what I would like to clarify very, very clearly. So if you are an investor and if you have another 3-year, 4-year, 5-year down the line time horizon, my sense is that this stock can still give you return. And like I said, from 10 rupees face value, we've seen these stocks split into 5. And from 5, there is a possibility they can split into 2. When that happens, the float will increase, volumes will go up. Retail investors will then be able to convince themselves to take part into this kind of growth story, Shell.
Okay, a couple of other points I'd like to mention on Cochin Shipyard before we put this discussion to bed. May 24th, tomorrow is the day when earnings will come out. So the rally for today has to be kept in mind given that major event ahead. And I'll also put in a pointer or a milestone in front of you. Look at the chart of Garden Reed Shipbuilders. The company came out with its announcement of quarterly earnings yesterday post market close, and today it's opened 10% higher. From then on, it's gone on to be 19% higher. This is not to say that Cochin Shipyard will give that kind of earnings. It could be better, it could be worse, but all I'm just trying to say that this is what is happening in the real estate space. My apologies, in the defense space. You've seen BEL shoot up after earnings. You've seen HAL shoot up after earnings. You have seen Garden Reed shoot up after earnings. Now is the time for Cochin Shipyard and BDL. Keep these in mind and keep this what I have told you in the background. Now, Gaurang, for the most important part, 22,900 for you on the Nifty, actually 22,930. So we are almost there at 23,000. Is the rally overstretched, or is this a rare occurrence that you'll see more upside, and that too fairly soon?
Honestly, Shell, I'll give you my honest personal opinion. I wish that this rally would have waited for 4th of June. Because then you would have had more excitement, more enthusiasm, more energy and inertia to possibly give a better bump up. But since we've done this, and since you have almost about 10, 12 odd days before we see the election results by the Election Commission of India, it's going to be all number games. Number games with respect to how many seats BJP and then NDA alliance gets. So, I don't want to go into numbers here because I'm not a political expert. But, it is going to be very, very challenging. Along with that, Shell, 30th of May is going to be monthly FNO expiry. 25th of May is going to be the sixth leg of voting. First is going to be the seventh leg of voting, and along with that, a day when you will get the exit poll, which is a Saturday. Reaction to exit poll will be seen on Monday, which is 3rd of June. And then on 4th of June, you have the election officially announcement from the Election Commission of India. And your volatility index at maybe about 21.5 or 22. All this possibly tells me that there is going to be a lot of choppiness and volatility in the market. And thanks to the unofficial, unsolicited universities of social media, a lot of expert advices and opinions over there, which will keep the markets nervous.
Okay, got that. So that's the overview on the markets as far as the shipbuilder stocks and the entire defense pack is concerned. Let's also address the other, moving parts of the markets too. One, I will ask you on the Adani Group stocks. Gaurang, I do know that Ambuja Cements is something that you've consistently highlighted as it is under your coverage. The move that we've seen today, of course, and from yesterday, all the stocks have been consistently moving. A few days ago also, we did see some momentum. Today, the news has come in that Adani Enterprises could be replacing Wipro within the Sensex 30 group, and this would be the first company to enter Sensex 30 as well from the group. How are you looking at this group of stocks, and what should be one's strategy towards it?
So firstly, Sakshi, any entry or exit in MSCI or in the index, whether it is NIFTY or SENSEX, is a temporary phenomenon, according to me. It may last for that particular day, or maybe it might slip over for next couple of days. Fundamentally, nothing changes in terms of working of the company, which is coming in, or the company which is exiting. So on yes, Ambuja, we do have fundamental coverage, Ambuja Cement, that is. That's a disclosure from our side. As far as the Adani Group companies are concerned, this is not a recommendation, but just my observation that I would like to put on records. Again, this is not a recommendation, just the observation fundamentally that I do. Adani Enterprises, Adani Power, Adani Green, and then possibly Adani Total. These are some of the Adani Ports again, because Adani Ports is planning to acquire two more large handling capacities. So these are some of the strong companies, strong businesses, and businesses with great opportunity going into the future. I will again repeat, these are not recommendations, just an observation in terms of which companies are stronger in the entire universe of Adani Group of companies.
Fair point. The other stock that I wanted to draw your attention to is ITC. Of course, earnings came in and revenue just marginally higher by 1%. Net profit fell by 1.3%. Margins came in at 37.2% versus 37.9%. EBITDA fell about 0.8% at 6,162 crores. But more importantly, this news of demerger, now that's taking limelight. ITC has said that on June 6th, they will be convening a meeting of shareholders to take the approval on the demerger of the hotels business. We have seen some consolidation play out after it touched its all-time high levels in ITC. What next for this one?
480 is the fundamental target, Sakshi, on ITC. Excuse me. And I think it was around about 500 levels when that demerger of hotel business news came out. It didn't go according to the market expectation, but it went according to the wisdom and capability of fine thinking of the board of directors. Market did not like it, and the stock corrected close to about 400, and then it was languishing in that range bound territory of 420, 440 or thereabouts. Then it went down again, it came up. My sense is that, first of all, the oncoming monsoon season, if rain gods have to be kind enough this time around, which the Met department is possibly estimated that above normal monsoon thanks to the favorable conditions at high seas. FMCG sector is going to take a rebirth in terms of improvement in earnings. ITC has got a diversified business. This news flow, and of course, further demergers in case if they have to happen, it will create value and unlock value for investors. So as of now, we are working with target of somewhere close to about 475 to 480 on ITC. We'll wait for further developments in form of news flows as far as demerger is concerned.
Gaurang, with your permission, what I'll do is I'll just take a detour, a quick detour into the market. We are almost at 251, and this requires attention. Ladies and gentlemen, an 842 point uptick on Nifty Bank, 48,622. The Nifty on its weekly expiry day has surged to a fresh high, 22,900. And I'll just mention the stocks that have hit fresh record highs on the Nifty alone. There are 7 stocks today. You have Adani Ports 3.81% higher, 1430. Aisha Motors and M&M, we've discussed both of these very often, 3% and 2% up respectively. Bharti Airtel record high 1370. Remember, Bharti's fourth quarter earnings were a bit muted, and therefore you've seen this kind of a momentum. In terms of pullers and draggers, ladies and gentlemen, the Nifty is up 300 points. Of this, Reliance has contributed 37 points, L&T has contributed 36, ICICI and HDFC Bank respectively 33 and 29, and Axis Bank 23 points. These are the major ones, ladies and gentlemen. And the most important part is that the advanced decline ratio of the Nifty alone is 43:7, and the 7 stocks that have fallen haven't fallen much at all. 3 or 4 of them are from the metal space, which in any case was at a record high 2-3 days ago. So therefore you see this very, very strong momentum. Now here is another interesting point. The momentum today is limited to the Nifty. In the broader markets, 1,000 shares are in the green and 1,000 shares are in the red. So it's mostly even Stevens, but today's rally is index led, and given the size of the daily bar that has hit the index today, you will see a further momentum up from current levels. The big boys are moving, HDFC Bank, Reliance and so on and so forth. Therefore, this has fairly strong strength coming in from today. Bajaj Auto now 1.8% higher, 89.65. Gaurang, coming back to you, if we were to force you and ask for that one lone stock on the Nifty which might outperform over the next 1 month, what would that be?
That's a difficult one, Shell, because 1 month is pretty short for me to take a call. But if you put the gun on my temple and I have no choice but to answer that question, then I would possibly pick. I will give you 2 names, because if we expect the markets to do something extraordinary in the month of June, then definitely your large cap names would be the one. And over there, I believe Reliance or Larsen and Toubro, L&T. And both these stocks are quite interestingly placed in terms of pricing. I think Reliance, once it takes off 3,000, you can possibly look at 3,200, 3,300 levels also. And for L&T, I think 3,800 would be the targets.
Okay, fair point. So these are the 2 that you have in mind. And Gaurang, you remember that lovely saying that the market has, sell in May and go away. I really pity those guys who actually followed that.
Honestly, I was listening to some of the great voices, and all of them were singing the same song. It was like the song of the swan. And I was wondering, somewhere behind this sweet melody, there is a sad cry, because I expected the markets to do something extraordinary. Yeah. So the market surprised us, Shell. Let me be very honest. From hitting a high of 22,794 or thereabouts, we went down to 21,840, and from there we are at 22,900. I mean, look what the market has given you in just about a month's time. It's phenomenal.
Absolutely. Right, Gaurang. Now, for all those viewers, I want to ask you this one question, Gaurang. You have seen 2004, you have seen, 2014 move as well, 2019 move you have seen as well, and now you're witnessing 2024. What has been different? And for all those who could not participate in those big moves previously seen during election times, what would you advise?
So if I have to just reflect upon what I said a while back, that this is just we have got miles to go before we rest, Sakshi. And for all those people who have who have tried to time the market or tried to find the right price to enter, etc., etc. And I have always say this even in on our show of BTTV, that don't waste your time and energy in trying to time and find the right price. Go and take the plunge. You know, it's like you don't know swimming, but once you are thrown in the water, at least you will start throwing your hands and legs here and there and try to keep yourself afloat. So go and invest, boss. I mean, don't waste your time doing all this. And nobody is been that such excellent guru of the market who has actually overcome and ruled the market. Market has its own wisdom. Nobody is able to overtake that, and nobody will be able to overtake that. So we have to surrender to that and take the step of investing in stock.
Absolutely, very well said. Well, thank you, Gaurang, on that note for being with us on this very special edition and adhering to our request to have you back on the show. Phenomenal rallies, what we have seen. Again, congratulations from the entire team of BTTV, from all our viewers as well for the kind of insights that you've shared. And I'm sure, yes, Chel.
Gaurang, I was just checking. Do you have some time spare tomorrow on your calendar? Cochin has its earnings. We were just wondering if there's another 20, then maybe we'll have you again.
Yeah, but I'll be there possibly this time tomorrow. If the numbers are out by that time of Cochin Shipyard, we can definitely work out something. And Chel, for you and Sakshi, I can cancel anything else but be with you guys. And
How sweet of you,
Sakshi,
sir.
हम तो निमित्त मात्र है, हम तो जरिया है और आप जैसे चैनलों का माध्यम का सहारा लेकर के हम लोगों तक पहुंचने का प्रयास करते हैं, तो हम तो मात्र निमित्त. धन्यवाद.
जी 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 जी.
Thank you so much, sir.
गौरव जी, हम
Thank
भी
you.
आप ही की तरह जरिया हैं और माध्यम. हाँ, माध्यम है. माध्यम है उस अजूबी सी चीज़ के जिससे लंबी अवधि में और मध्यम अवधि में अनेक ऐसे दर्शक हैं जो बहुत ही अच्छा पैसा कमा सकते हैं बिना ज़्यादा मेहनत करे और बहुत ही कम काम करे. प्रॉब्लम बाज़ार में ये आ जाती है कि हर आदमी 5 मिनट में 2 ट्रेड लेना चाहता है, जबकि आप अगर साल में 5 ट्रेड लें या 5 इन्वेस्टमेंट करें तो आप बहुत 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 ज़्यादा पैसा बना पाएंगे. लेकिन यहाँ पे इंसान को कोई कैसे समझाए कि जितना कम काम आप करेंगे उतनी ज़्यादा आपको धनलक्ष्मी की वृद्धि होगी. विद दैट गौरांग, वी आर वेटिंग फॉर यू टुमारो एंड लेट्स होप दैट आवर वेट इज़ नॉट इन वेन and we see yet another one. These are rare bull markets which happen once in the lifetime of people like you, me and Sakshi, and we might as well have the maximum amount of fun when they do. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes, all the best.
Thank you, sir. All right, viewers, we will now welcome our other guest on the show. Kush Godasara now joins in, market expert. Well, Kush, good afternoon and a warm welcome to you. The markets are cheering away and newer highs for you. And you also have bigger smiles coming in today. What are you looking at and how are you investing at record high levels in the markets today?
Definitely, it's a cheerful moment for all of the investors and traders, and of course all the viewers. Yes, definitely, it's a new highs on market, but I'm eyeing on Bank Nifty. I think Bank Nifty and FMCG stocks are what I'm going to buy today and sell tomorrow. I think people are in little bit of fear whether to buy at current levels. Will market fall after elections results are out? But I believe there is much more to come, and I think you should be long enough in even a short-term trade, like stocks like FMCG and banking stocks. So at 23,000, I'm still looking for new record highs in Bank Nifty.
Right. Well, Kush, any two stock ideas that you'd like to highlight?
Definitely for BTST, I will highlight two stocks. One is Bajaj Auto. I think Bajaj Auto is already 2% up in today's trading session, but I still believe there is much more to come. So Bajaj Auto can be bought at current levels. Future levels are around 9,012 rupees. Stop loss can be at 8,900, and tomorrow we might see 9,350. Second stock will be from FMCG, defensive bet. I think HUL is giving a flag pattern breakout. We can buy HUL futures around 2385, and target on the upside for tomorrow will be 2490, while stop loss is 2340. So I think one high beta Bajaj Auto and one little bit defensive HUL are two stocks on my radar for BTST.
Right. Good afternoon to you, Kush, and a very warm welcome on market today. Let me just take a detour into what the price action is at this point of time. And Sakshi, it's the Adani group that's just taking it away. Adani Enterprises, of course, news led. The chances that it'll be a part of the SENSEX replacing Wipro, the news has sort of triggered a very fresh rally on the stock. Needless to say, this is a record high. 7.5% higher, 3377. You have Adani Ports 4.5% higher at 1439. Adani Power also in the green, fresh record high here, 3% higher. Adani Total, Adani Solutions and Adani Green also ticking away merrily. We track 10 Adani stocks, ladies and gentlemen, all 10 in very, very strong momentum. I'll mention the other two cement giants, ACC 2.9% higher, 2616, and of course Ambuja Cement 210, 2.1% higher, 646. Kush, anything that catches your fancy within the Adani group?
Two bets which I think still are attractive is Adani Port. Definitely Adani Ports have been in a good momentum since the morning, but I think still it has just given a fresh breakout about 52-week high. So I think rounding pattern is forming, and this could give a target about 1580 for within next 2 weeks. So I think Adani Port is a buy. Stop loss will be 1350, target 1580. Second Adani stock which I will be bullish on is Ambuja Cement. Definitely, I think Ambuja Cement is now Adani Cement. So one could buy Ambuja Cement. Momentum will stay strong. On the downside, 10-day moving average is around 620. So that can be a stop loss, and target would be around 690. In percentage terms, stop losses are bit riskier, but we have to give these stop losses due to election volatility. So buy these stocks only if you are a risk taker.
Okay, let me just share this wonderful data with you, Sakshi. If we just negate today's rally on Adani Enterprises and look at its 1 year performance on the Nifty, it's up just 27%. 27 sounds a little less, but there are stocks that have gone up 100%, 200% on the Nifty, and therefore I wanted to put this into perspective that the rally that you see unfolding on Adani Enterprises may just have more legs. The two underperformers, Sakshi, on a 1 year basis on the Nifty are, you will be surprised, Hindustan Unilever still down 8% over 1 year, and Asian Paints still down 6%. So the rally that has started on Hindustan Unilever 3-4 days ago has a lot of steam left. So this is a positional buy that Kush has highlighted. Don't look for 22, 32 rupees, 50 rupees on Hindustan Unilever. इसके अंदर एक जिन खुला है, और let us see how further that goes. But this is a point I wanted to mention. The Nifty, Sakshi, 22,954, 1.6% higher. Now if that 1.6% happens, then the percentage gain would be bigger than March 1. I'll have to sort of go back in time to look at when the percentage gain was higher, but a very, very strong move coming in. Only 6 stocks on the Nifty are in the red, and they are just minor dips. Kush, what would be your top play in the four-wheeler space? M&M record high 2608, Tata Motors heading towards 4 digits, and of course, you've discussed Bajaj Auto.
Definitely for first I would like to even add to your story, sir, about FMCG. I think FMCG index overall is looking very good for investment at current levels. Even Tata Consumer, which is a low beta, but that can be also. But yes, therefore you have rightly placed it that don't look for a short gains on FMCG. But if you are a player of 6 months, definitely this would be the safest bet for you in current situation. Coming back to auto, of course, two-wheeler, I have already mentioned Bajaj Auto, but for a four-wheeler space, I think Tata Motors is looking attractive at current price because it has corrected almost 5% from the highs after their earnings. So I believe Tata Motors can be bought again because today, currently as we speak, it has breached last 6 days high. So I think momentum is building back. We can buy Tata Motors with a stop loss of 940 for short-term trader. Target can be 1020. For long-term investors, I believe stock is also good at current levels with the stop loss of 800. Target can be 1150 in next 6 months. So Tata Motors is looking good for both for investments and traders for current levels.
Okay.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have done the math. Before this 1.6% rise, Sakshi, the Nifty rose 1.8% on January 29th to close at 21,737. So let's see whether we scale up 1.8 or not. That would be, somewhere like 385 points in point terms. Percentage, of course, would be different because we are now calculating it on a base of 22,597. Over to you.
Right. Kush, I wanted to ask you, the big private banks that are contributing to the rally today, where do you see the momentum headed, especially for the likes of HDFC Bank that have been large underperformers? It's now contributing the highest amount of points to the Nifty gain in today's trade. So where do you see the stock headed now? Is it the best time to enter?
Yes, as I said in the starting of the show, Sakshi, I believe Bank Nifty would still outperform, and I'm still happy to buy at current levels on Bank Nifty. Maybe Nifty risk to ratio will be a little bit riskier because we have already seen 500 points move from yesterday's low. So definitely Bank Nifty is looking good, and I think private sector bank, which had been underperforming, will start performing. So starting with Axis Bank, we already saw a good move today morning. HDFC Bank is the most underperforming stock in recent past. So I believe still stock is trading below 200-day average, while other banking stocks are way above 200-day average. So definitely, I believe if Bank Nifty has to cross 49,500, which is the ultimate target in near term, HDFC Bank would be outperforming. Stop loss can be today's low around 1461. But if you want to do a BTST, 5-day average is around 1475. So around 18 rupees stop loss. First target will be 1535, which is 200-day average, above which it would be a best buy even for a long-term investor. So definitely risky traders can pitch in at current levels.
Okay, so that's as far as HDFC Bank is concerned. What about the PSU banks then, Kush? We're again seeing rally unfold across the board here. Would you stick with the large PSU banks or the second-rank PSU banks? Where do you see the momentum headed more?
Well, I think momentum will be overall heading positive for all the PSU stocks, not just the banking. But I believe I will stay with the larger banks in current situation. So SBI is on my radar. I believe inverted ascending triangle is in formation, which suggests that we have been resisting at around 840 levels since almost last 1.5 months. So once we breach 840. I believe a short-term target of 980 is activated. So keep SBI on your radar, not maybe today, but tomorrow if it opens above 840 level, spot levels, definitely pitch in there with the stop loss of 800. Target in a short-term term, which is 2 to 3 weeks, could be 980.
Okay, Sakshi, there's an important point to mark, ladies and gentlemen. There is 23,000 on Nifty futures. what you see is 23,023. The index in the futures is up 1.6%. Sakshi, I have little doubt in my mind that we'll see 23,000 on cash today for two reasons. It's a how should I say, it's a nifty day. A very, very strong move that's coming in is driven by, you know, stocks such as Reliance, HDFC Bank. Now ICICI Bank has started to join the party. It's TCS that is clicking in. I want to see what Infosys is doing, ladies and gentlemen. We'll just see what Infosys is up to. It's 18 rupees 25 higher at 1473. The momentum, Sakshi, is so strong that all I see is intraday highs on the Nifty 50 within stocks. It's HDFC Bank at 1494. It's M&M at 2611. It's ICICI Bank at 1136. It's TCS at 3896. And a whole host of counters. Bharti Airtel at 1376. L&T at L&T is at 125, is at 3585. It's the top gainer. It's an amazing rally, Sakshi, that's unfolding within us. And remember, you were excited at 22,800. We've done 22,900, and there is a chance we'll do 23,000 today.
Yes.
Welcome to a new bull market.
Oh, absolutely. There is just no let up. This is a substantial move. Let's have the Nifty play up for some time. Look at that one-way move that we have seen from 9:15 a.m. till 3:13 p.m. right now as we speak, 1.7% higher in trade. And let's continue to put this out. I did see 985 also. And this could be it. You know, just about 15 minutes to go. There are high chances that 23,000 could is well that we could see. And Prime Minister Modi had said that, you know, a week before the elections you will be tired looking at the momentum. So let us see how this really plays out right now. Kush, what are you looking at? What would you advise in this bull run?
I think, don't wait for any corrections. I believe, we have seen a new high on Nifty, and most importantly, I believe it's just 15 minutes to close. So we are closing at a live high. So that is more, promising for us as a technical analyst. And I believe, it has been running in a broadening formation between two parallel lines. So tomorrow the target could be 23,200 on spot level. So I believe still it's a good chance for BTST on Nifty. Maybe you can buy 23,000 call options of next expiry and just sell it tomorrow opening. Because you look at the Nasdaq futures, they are also trading high on Nvidia results. So I think IT stocks will also perform. So Nifty is going to perform tomorrow. So but still Bank Nifty, I am very much biased on Bank Nifty.
बैंक निफ्टी आप ज्यादा खरीदना चाह रहे हैं, ओके, बट आज चांसेस लग रहे हैं 23,000 कमिंग.
हाँ, लग रहा है जस्ट 25 पॉइंट्स अवे, तो लग रहा है कि 25 के ऊपर जाएगा.
Okay, so today might well be the day, but Nifty Bank is showing an even stronger move. Yes, Shell.
Sakshi, I think Cochin Shipyard has started to miss our friend Gaurang. It's now climbing back up, and this is, let me tell you, the percentage rise. Okay, there is some interesting data that I'll give you on Cochin Shipyard. This is something that needs to be really thought through. Okay, it's an unbelievable traded value of 3385 crores on Cochin Shipyard, and let me just give you the 5-day average on Cochin Shipyard. I have all this data at different points of point systems on my software. Okay. Average daily traded volume is 94 lakh shares, Sakshi, actually 98 lakh shares, and we've already done 1.88 crore shares. We still have 14 minutes to go. Given the momentum that is there, and Cochin is now up 14%, you have exactly 14 minutes left in the market. Let's see how it goes. Kush, do you have a favorite in the defense space?
Definitely, Cochin Shipper is one of the stock, but Musgao Dock is my one of our favorite stock. It has already moved a bit today, but on a little bit of correction around 2900, I think stock is a good buy. On the upside, I think 3500 is on the card just before the results. So I will look at Musgao Dock for short-term trade.
Fair point. Sakshi, the 5-day trading average on Cochin Shipyard is 1940 crores. The 10-day average is 1324 crores, and today's trade is, like I said, 3300 crores. Again, this is ahead of the earnings. So there is this huge possibility that the stock might have peaked now 17-18% higher. It's just sort of moving in a parabolic way. As we've been saying, they make ships, but they are moving like rockets. Sakshi.
Absolutely. We are waiting. Let's see. I think there's a little, otherwise we would have also got Mayuresh, and it would have been a great conversation with him also. We're getting all those people who have, selected such wonderful stocks for our viewers. But let's see if he is able to join in. Our guest squad is consistently trying to reach out to him. But let's again look at some of the biggest movers at this point. Let's also look at the broader markets and see what is buzzing over here. So again, it's the shipbuilder stocks. We have SML Isuzu that just has come out with earnings, I think, and there is a sharp move of about 6% in trade after the earnings have come in, and you can see a strong move right there. Yes, it's now at the day's high point. I'll meanwhile try to put out the earnings for all our viewers. But Kush, do you track SML Isuzu?
Definitely, I think it's a good stock, but currently I believe in the last 15 minutes we have seen a good buzz. But I want to buy for BTST at current levels. Maybe tomorrow, if we get a dip on the opening minutes around 2280, we can buy the stock. Definitely, if you have bought today morning, you can keep a trailing stop loss at 2300 and hold it, and we may buy around 2280. So hold for existing position. Fresh position maybe we can avoid. Short-term targets are 2440.
Okay, 2440. So that's the kind of move that you can expect on SML Isuzu. I'm just trying to pull out the earnings. I will take a little bit time to get all that for you, but a strong move across the board that we can see. Adani stocks rallying, banking stocks rallying, PSU banks that are up and about as well. Now we've also seen FMCG turn positive. We've also seen metals turn positive. What are you looking forward to in the metal space, Kush? Anything that looks positive to you? It's been on a runway rally as well.
Tata still looks positive. As we speak, it is pinching a new high, and today even earnings. So I think Tata Steel can be bought for BTST. 169 is a good stop loss, which is a 10-day moving average, and it has been taking support since last 3 months. So with the stop loss of 169, I will go long on Tata Steel. Target for tomorrow on Tata Steel is 186, while short-term trader can buy it for 195.
Okay, the Nifty is at 22,990 right now. I'm keeping a fingers crossed, that 23,000 be coming right now. But yeah, this is a very dramatic shell. I would want to tell you at this point that before joining journalism, right in my college, when my teacher was guiding me, I was studying English literature that time. She said, Sakshi, you're taking the right route. It is said that there is more drama in the stock markets than Shakespeare's plays. So you're going in the right direction, and I can see that happening in trade today as well, as I see unfold the rally that is taking place. Yes, 22,990 right now.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what we'll do is that for the next 10 minutes, we'll keep the Nifty right there on the screen for you. The reason why I mentioned this, Sakshi, is because consistently there is an intraday high that has been hit on Reliance, and 2984. If there is one stock in this entire setup of 50 shares that can heave the Nifty by 14 points, it is going to be Reliance. And Reliance is not alone. It's being helped by HDFC Bank, it's being helped by Adani Enterprises, it's being helped by Adani Ports, M&M, and this is probably something that is going to be historic. The reason why the index is unable to breach 23,000 is there is a very strong resistance coming in, and a lot of option sellers are now active here, given the fact that it's a rounded off number, and the market has rallied for 10 days, 9 days out of 10. So there is this possibility that you just might see some profit booking coming in. But Sakshi, you must tell your English literature teacher to watch Business Today on both the segments, morning and afternoon, to get an idea about how life imitates art, and the heavy drama that we have on a regular basis. Garden Reach Shipbuilders, ladies and gentlemen, is up 20%, and Cochin Shipyard is up 18%. We'll give it 20 to Cochin, Sakshi. I don't think so there should be any problem. And there is a digit change in Adani Enterprises, now 3,405. So a great day for us on Dalal Street, and of course on market today. Kush, you are a lucky mascot.
Thank you, sir. But still, we are not heading to 12. We must cross 23,000.
फ्यूचर में तो चलिए हो ही गया है, 1.5% ऊपर है, 23,002 तो चल ही रहा है, फ्यूचर में तो हो ही गया.
ये हाँ, फ्यूचर में हो, that's a good point. And volumes भी आप last 15 minutes पे futures में देखोगे तो it's still building up. I think a good long build up could be carried forward for tomorrow.
और कोई स्टॉक आपको नजर आ रहा है कुछ where you will want to buy?
I think a stock which has not moved, REC Limited, it has been very consolidating since last 2 days. Volumes भी बहुत कम है, and I think PSU में momentum है, but इसमें नहीं है, तो I will take a risk because already Bajaj Auto, Asian Paint, HUL, they all have moved since we have spoke about it. So 536 stock loss of the future. REC can be bought for tomorrow, and we can sell it at around 555 tomorrow.
Okay, got that. So Kush, let's again look at some of the other buzzing factors. Do tell us, within the FMCG space, you did point out HUL as your top pick and where you believe that the stock may be on an upward run. What else looks positive?
I think Tata Consumer is also a good positive. I think FMCG today it's ex-dividend, tomorrow it's ex-dividend, so maybe we might see a correction in the opening minutes. But I believe Tata Consumer can be bought. It's very in oversold zone, and it has been taking strong support around 1,080 since last almost 2 months, since the start of April. So I believe once it's ex-dividend tomorrow, we may see sharp short covering up to 1190.
Okay. Well, let's again look at.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think let's. Sakshi, one stock that I'd like to mark, which we've discussed often, is Uno Minda. This is moving very rapidly. This is the auto ancillary space, and it's a blowout. In the morning it was 760, now it's 853, and it's a fresh record high. The rapidity of the move is such that about 20 lakh shares have been traded on Uno Minda. Again, a rarity. This is something to look at for the coming days and weeks, because this is one of those fundamentally strong stocks in the auto ancillary space that we've been discussing. Remember, you have a record high on iShares on Hero Motors, on TVS Motors, and of course a very sharp move coming in on Bajaj Auto as well, as also a host of four-wheelers like Maruti, like Tata Motors, Ashok Leyland at record highs. So this is something that you need to move, need to look at. Very, very large block deals happening on Uno Minda. Sakshi.
Right, and we wish even Devin Choksi was here with us. A very sharp rally after he was the first one to really talk about Uno Minda on our channel repeatedly. I think twice when he came, he repeatedly talked about Uno Minda. I think let's draw a 3-month chart. From 3 months onwards, the stock, let's see where he must have recommended. I think it was just about 2 months or 3 months back. Yes, 34% of a surge is what you have seen, but large part of it has really come in now. We'll keep a keen eye out on Uno Minda from here on as well. 22,960, 955 right now. Looks like the Nifty is keeping us waiting. Maybe happening tomorrow now, not today. 23,000, because now we are about 50 points away. But anything happens. 3 minutes to go for the markets. क्या तैयारी करें, कुछ suggest कीजिए निफ्टी बैंक दोनों पर.
I think BTST on both the indices. थोड़ा correction जो आया पिछली 15 मिनट में, तो निफ्टी पे BTST करिए. I think आज expiry है, so 30,000 के पार नहीं ले जा पा रहा है traders. But tomorrow definitely we will cross 23,000, and that would give a reason to party on a weekend. So I think let's wait for the best. So BTST करिए, Nifty future around 23,000 exactly चल रहा है. Stop loss on hourly chart is 22,910. On target, as I said before, 23,200 tomorrow.
Okay. 2 minutes to go,
ladies and gentlemen, let's start wrapping the markets, and yes, let's just wrap it up. What's been a lovely, lovely day. Sakshi, we almost forgot to mention in our excitement over the Nifty that the Bank Nifty has also gone up by 1,000 points, 2% higher. And this, ladies and gentlemen, this index and its constituents will now take the Nifty forward. Remember, the Nifty has dramatically outperformed the Bank Nifty. Let me give you that additional data as well over this month. If you see how the Nifty has moved in 1 month, it's 2.8%, and Bank Nifty has moved 1.8%. Remember, there was a massive dip in the middle of this week as well. So you need to keep that in mind. Ladies and gentlemen, what a fantastic day, a record close on the Nifty, and I'll just give you one statistic that will gladden your heart. In the NSE 500 today, ladies and gentlemen, there are about 28 stocks that have hit record highs. A large chunk of them are from the defense space and the railway space and the auto ancillary space, and of course some metals as well. So it's a blowout that's happened on the Nifty. A 1.5 percentage point uptick on any index, especially at a record high, heralds a fresh, a stronger up move. I really have no idea what the index is talking in terms of what the BJP numbers are, but common sense will tell you that the market is telling you something. You need to keep your eyes open, your feet on the ground, and be very, very nimble if you are trading, and be very, very how should I say, aware if you are an investor. Sakshi, over to you.
All right, many thanks, Kush, then for being with us on this very special edition and sharing with us all these fantastic insights. Congratulations to you for witnessing this historic moment in the markets, and we hope that the milestone figure now comes in tomorrow. We have closed in at 22,952, 354 points higher in trade as far as the Nifty is concerned, a 950 point kind of a move on the Nifty Bank as well. A stellar move came in, 2% higher. It's outperformed the benchmark index as well. A whole host of these top movers like HDFC Bank that contributed almost 64 points in the Nifty gain today. followed by ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, that also contributed anywhere between 25 and 38 points as far as the Nifty gains are concerned. Reliance Industries contributed 42 points in trade. Another big mover, L&T, contributed 37 odd points in today's gains. Barring just about 7 losers, rest of the stocks have all moved up on the Nifty index today, led by Adani stocks like Adani Enterprises, Adani Ports were the top movers. M&M, Eicher Motors, L&T, Axis Bank, these were the other top movers. So it was Adani stocks and auto stocks also moving in tandem. The Nifty Bank, of course, we've talked about all the 3 constituents. Private, PSU banks, financial services were up into the green. IT, oil and gas, realty, consumer durables, they were all up and about. The mid caps and the small caps also came back into the green as well. The top movers on the F&O space, again Adani Enterprises, Adani Ports, Vodafone Idea today, Granules, M&M, these were the big movers. On the downside, you had Deepak Nitrite seeing some profits being taken off, Lupin, Nalco and Sun Pharma and Vedanta, also Jubilant Food Works, that were on the downtick today. But we'll leave it at that. Many thanks viewers for staying with us throughout the trading session today to track the market momentum. With that, we wrap up. Thanks from both Shell and me, but do stay tuned as Business Today continues to get you more action on the screens. Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today TV. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is your favorite show, Daily Calls, a show where we take your stock specific queries to address it to top stock market experts so that you can get answers to any of your stock holdings, whether you should be buying more, holding on or to exit your position. If these are the